Have you ever imagined a future where your personal tutor understands exactly how you learn, adapts lessons in real time, and is available 24/7 to help you master any subject at your own pace? Well, that future isn't as far away as you might think. Artificial intelligence is no longer just a buzzword, it's already transforming classrooms, reshaping universities, and revolutionizing how we think about learning worldwide. Today, we're diving deep into how AI is changing the future of education forever, from the problems it's solving to the exciting, and sometimes scary, possibilities that lie ahead. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll realize we are only scratching the surface of this transformation. Traditional education, for decades, has stuck to a rigid, one-size-fits-all model, where a classroom of 20, 30, or even hundreds of students is expected to learn the same thing, the same way, at the same time. But in reality, every learner is unique. Some absorb information visually, others need to hear it, touch it, or experience it hands-on to truly understand. Yet traditional methods rarely leave room for this diversity. This lack of personalization leads to frustration, gaps in learning, and students falling behind, not because they can't learn, but because the system doesn't adapt to them. Now, here's where AI steps in. Imagine smart tutoring systems that recognize when a student is struggling with fractions and automatically shift to provide extra practice, visual aids, or real-world examples. Platforms like Coursera and Duolingo already use AI to personalize the learning journey, but what's coming next will make even those seem basic. We are talking about AI systems so advanced they could predict what a student will struggle with weeks before it happens, adjusting not only the difficulty but also the entire teaching approach before issues arise. AI isn't just personalizing learning, it's making it proactive. Today, AI is being used to power dynamic, personalized learning paths. Systems analyze how long a student takes to answer, what mistakes they commonly make, even their eye movement and hesitation before answering, adjusting the difficulty and type of content automatically. Students could each be on different, perfectly tailored learning journeys, designed to optimize their strengths and strengthen their weaknesses. Beyond just content, AI can also teach critical thinking by asking deeper, adaptive questions depending on how a student thinks, not just what they know. And the impact doesn't stop there. AI can generate instant quizzes based on a student's weak areas, suggest alternative learning methods like visualizations, simulations, or story-based problems, and even track emotional engagement to keep students motivated without them realizing it. Future classrooms might have AI dashboards that notify teachers if a group of students is starting to lose focus, allowing interventions in real time rather than after test results reveal a problem weeks later. Learning environments themselves are evolving too. We're moving beyond chalkboards and slides into a world where AI and VR merge to create fully immersive educational experiences. Students could explore the inside of a human heart in 3D, walk through the streets of ancient civilizations reconstructed virtually, or conduct complex chemistry experiments without any safety risks. Picture a history lesson where students can have a conversation with a realistic AI simulation of Einstein, or explore ancient Rome in virtual reality guided by an AI tour guide that answers questions live. And thanks to AI's emotional intelligence technologies, lessons could adjust based on students' facial expressions, body language, and engagement levels. If a student looks confused or bored, the AI can switch up the teaching style immediately to recapture attention. Perhaps one of the most beautiful impacts of AI in education is its ability to bridge gaps. For the first time in history, a student in a rural village with nothing more than a smartphone could have access to the same world-class education as someone in a high-end urban private school. Speech-to-text, real-time translation, intelligent summarization, AI is breaking down language barriers, accessibility issues, and geographic disadvantages faster than any policy change ever could. Organizations are already piloting AI-based mobile schools that fit in a backpack, providing education to refugee camps and disaster-stricken areas where traditional schooling is impossible. Imagine a child in a remote village attending math class via hologram, learning at the same pace as a child in Tokyo or New York. But of course, no technological leap comes without challenges. With all the data AI needs to personalize education comes serious privacy concerns. These systems collect mountains of personal information, not just test scores, but behavioral patterns, speech, even biometric data. Without strict regulation, This treasure trove of data could be misused for marketing, surveillance, or worse. Bias is another serious issue. If AI is trained on biased data, it can unknowingly perpetuate inequality by favoring certain demographics or learning styles over others. There's a real danger that if we aren't careful, AI could create new forms of discrimination or even further entrench existing inequalities. Another concern is emotional development. Over-reliance on AI tutors could mean students miss out on the valuable human interactions that teach empathy, teamwork, and communication, skills critical to thriving in society. However, the ideal future isn't AI replacing teachers, it's AI supporting them. Imagine a teacher assisted by AI that handles grading, administration, repetitive content delivery, freeing the teacher to focus on mentoring, creativity, critical discussions, and building meaningful relationships with students. Human teachers will be more important than ever, focusing on what machines cannot replicate: emotional intelligence, storytelling, leadership, and moral guidance. In a world flooded with information, the real job of a teacher may not be to teach facts, but to teach students how to think critically, ethically, and creatively about those facts. As we look ahead, the way we learn will become more dynamic, more immersive, and more personal than ever before. Education will move from the traditional model of memorization to a lifelong personalized journey of exploration and growth. Schools might transform from rigid institutions to flexible hubs of innovation, collaboration, and creativity. We will see more AI mentors guiding us through online courses, VR tutors teaching us life skills, and adaptive platforms helping adults reskill in new fields within months rather than years. Whether you're a child starting school, a university student preparing for the next big opportunity, or a professional adapting to a changing job market, AI will be by your side, enhancing your capabilities, not replacing your ambition. Artificial intelligence isn't just changing education, it's redefining the very idea of what education can be. And the most exciting part: we're only at the beginning. What we're seeing now is just the first chapter of a story that could create a smarter, fairer, and more connected world for future generations. If you found this glimpse into the future exciting, make sure to hit that like button, share it with a friend who's passionate about technology, and subscribe for more deep dives into how innovation is shaping our lives, because the future is happening right now, and you won't want to miss it.